guys, and welcome back to my channel. So my husband and I have recently completed our year 1 of budgeting, and so I thought that we would talk about that today because I share with you guys these numbers all the time, but I don't really share with you what they mean. So let's talk about this. I've already added up everything. I've already done the math and crunched the numbers, and I'm pretty much ready to go. So May 2017, we put together our first budget. I would say that we didn't really accomplish much. All we really accomplished was paying off the installment plans on our phones, which that was very little money, like $100 and something, I believe. We paid a small bank fee. We paid the state of Georgia the little bit of money that we owed, which was not much at all. And we put the minimum payments on all of our debts. That was 6 credit cards. That was student loans. That was a car loan. That is what we did in May 2017. So after we got through May 2017, we decided that it was time to kind of up the ante a little bit. We wanted to take things to the next level. We really wanted to pay off all of our credit cards before our anniversary, which would have been in November 2017. So June 2017 came, we got our budget together. I discovered planning and budget planning back then, and so I was living it up and I was getting things done in that Happy Planner budget extension, and you guys know I swear by that. That is why I prefer budget planning, because I've been doing it for so long. It's been working relatively well to me. That's why I'm not using a 50-cent notebook from Walmart. That's why I'm not going to go use Excel. That's why I'm not using every dollar for all of my budgeting purposes. That is why I use a budget planner, because the writing's on the wall for me. So June 2017, we paid off all 4 of your girls' credit cards, and so at the end of June, I was credit card debt free. It was so exciting. So we did that. That was about $3,000 altogether. So the remaining money was minimum payments on my husband's credit cards, on my car loan, and on student loans. July 2017 came around. We were like feeling better than what we had ever felt before, financially anyway. And so we did the same thing. We paid off my husband's 2 credit cards. His balance was actually about the same as mine, about $3,000. So the rest of that was minimum payments on my student loans, my husband's student loans, and even my car loan. So that is what took place July 2017. At the end of July, we kind of had to reevaluate some things. So we knew we wanted to pay off the car by the end of the year, which would have been December 2017. But we didn't know we wanted to pay it all off in one lump sum, because the car loan was $13,000. So that was a lot of money, and so we had to think about it. And so while we were thinking about it, we saved money. So August 2017, this amount is the minimum payments on our student loans and my car. Our car, but I say my car because it's still my car because it has my name on it. So minimum payments on student loans and our car. September 2017, same thing. Minimum payments on student loans and my car. October is kind of when we decided that we were going to just pay the car off. And so that is what we did. We did not pull any money from savings. Remind you, in August and September, we were just stashing money away. We even created sinking funds. We didn't have sinking funds but for a few months. Our sinking funds are actually gone now. We don't have sinking funds. I think I'm going to start them back up in June though, or in my mind I'm starting them back up in June. But anyway, October 2017 is when we decided we were going to pay off the car. So minimum payments towards student loans, minimum payments towards the car, because we still paid the minimum payment, but then we put an additional, I don't know, like $2,700 or something like that towards the car in October. In November, we kind of did the same thing. You see the numbers are a little bit off, but essentially, we basically did the same thing. We may have put, I don't know, maybe like $2,500, $2,400 or so towards the car in November, but it was pretty much the same thing as, October. December came around. We were feeling like more than ever we wanted to have that car paid off by December. So what did we do? We put about $3,000 towards our car out of our regular income. We fished in our sinking funds accounts and some of our savings accounts and pulled out an additional like $4,000. And then that is how we paid off the $13,000 car balance between October and December. Also in December, of course, we still had to put minimum payments on student loans. But as of I think it was like December 26th, our car loan was no more, and we went into January with only student loans. Now, I don't consider our student loans to be consumer debt. Now, obviously, we probably could have graduated, you know, with all of the schooling that we have with less debt, but because of all of the schooling that we have, you know, I don't really consider it all to be strictly consumerism. Now, I think people, you know, consumerism is different for different people, or what people consider consumer debt, but I don't consider all of our student loans to be strictly consumerism. So anyway, beginning of this year, we came in with only student loan debt. Now, in January 2018, we only put the minimum on my student loan. For some reason, my husband's student loans were like being reevaluated due to the, you know, like when you do the income repayment plan, or you choose your new repayment plan or whatever. So his student loan wasn't due. That is why we only put $100 towards debt in January. But in February, his student loan was due and mine was due. So that is what you see here. So we put the minimum payments on both of our student loans. Now in March, mine went through the same thing that my husband's went through in January. So we only put the minimum payment on his student loans, and mine wasn't due for whatever reason. April, we owe the IRS a significant amount of money. Now, we knew this going into the new year. That is why we only put minimums on our debts. And that is why we were saving money, because we knew that we were going to pay the IRS, or we were going to owe the IRS a decent amount of money, because we had a lot of money come in on like 1099 forms, and you know with that, you know what happens with that. So therefore, we knew that we were going to owe the IRS some money, and so we found out that we were going to owe a significant amount. And so in April, we did minimum payments towards our student loans, and then we paid the state of Georgia the money that we owed them, and then we paid the feds the amount of money that we owed them. We owed the feds something like $4,000, and we owed Georgia something like $400. May, which was just last month, you guys, we put minimum payments on both of our student loans. So both of our student loans amounts changed because of what took place in January and what took place in March. So our student loan minimum payments, mine has gone up, but my husband's has gone down. So it kind of like evens itself out. I don't know why his went down and mine would go up, because when we got married in November 2016, and you know, when I renewed this in like January 2018 or whatever the case is, I would assume that my payment would go up having gotten married, but I assumed that my husband's would too, but his actually went down, so I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, this is what took place in the year 2017, well, May, June, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months of 2017, and then 5 months of 2018. So this is what all of these numbers mean. And of course, I have added up the total amount. So the total amount of debt paid since 2017, since May 2017, is, I don't know why I wrote this so ugly, but it is $30,243.23. So that is how much we have paid towards debt in the past year. You guys know that we're currently cash flowing some things again, some things that we really feel strongly about cash flowing. So we're kind of putting the minimums towards our debts right now, but that should end very soon. I'm not going to put a date on it or a time frame or limit on it, but it should be really soon, and then we can get back to attacking the rest of our debt. But honestly, this makes me feel good, but I was feeling good after December 2017. After I had no car loan, I had car loan. I think I had a car loan. I had 2 car loans. I think I was like in the car loan game for like 4 years or so at that time. So I was happy to not have a car loan. So I've been feeling good since the beginning of 2018. But this, you know, seeing this number does make me feel a little bit better in that, you know, we did accomplish a decent amount financially, you know, during our first year of marriage, or just for the past year. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys, just to let you know where these numbers come from, because I share numbers, or people drop numbers all the time. And I guess when I do it monthly, because I drop numbers monthly whenever I do the budget recaps and the budget updates and the budget check-ins and the beginning of the month budgets or budget setups or whatever, I drop numbers all the time. But I think it is a lot, it's a lot cooler, or, you know, just seeing it all added up here. So I decided to do that and to show you guys what this past year looked like. And if it's going to encourage anybody or inspire anybody, then that's going to be all the better. But I just wanted to lay this all out for not only you guys, but obviously for ourselves as well. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.